Hello everyone and welcome back. Have you ever checked your old coins carefully? Because right now sitting in your drawer or pocket, you might have a US coin that could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars, from the rare 1776 1976 bicentennial dollar to the 1972 Eisenhower dollar and the 1972 Kennedy half dollar. These are not just pieces of metal. They are hidden treasures from America's past. Some of them have mint marks, arrows, or special designs that collectors will pay big money for today. Imagine finding a coin that was meant for just $1, but today sells for over $3,000 because of a small detail most people never noticed. In this video, we're going to break down exactly what to look for the mint marks, the hidden varieties, and the clues that separate ordinary coins from fortune-making rarities. So grab your old coins, watch closely till the end, and you might just discover that you're holding a piece of American history and maybe your next big payday. 1776 1976 $1 coin with the D mint mark. Have you ever found a large, heavy US dollar coin dated 1776 1976? Most people see that double date and wonder if they're holding something rare and valuable. Well, today we're going to uncover the truth about this beautiful bicentennial Eisenhower dollar, especially the one with the D mint mark from Denver, and reveal its real value in today's market when it's in very fine condition. This coin is more than just a piece of metal, it's a symbol of American pride. It was created to celebrate the 200th anniversary of the United States, known as the bicentennial. To mark that event, the U.S. Mint gave the Eisenhower dollar a special dual date 1776 to 1976, and a unique design that stood out from all other dollar coins. On the front, ULLC President Dwight D. Eisenhower, the general who helped lead Allied forces to victory in World War II, and later became the 34th President of the United States. On the reverse side, you'll find a powerful image, the Liberty Bell overlapping the moon. This design connects America's fight for freedom in 1776 with its incredible space achievements in the 20th century. It's a combination of history and progress, captured in a single coin. Now if you take a closer look, just below Eisenhower's neck on the front of the coin, you'll see a small letter. If that letter is D, congratulations, you've got a coin minted at the Denver Mint. Millions were struck there, and these coins were used in everyday transactions across America. However, not all of them are worth the same. There are two main types of bicentennial dollars: the regular copper nickel-clad coins, which were made for circulation, and the special silver-clad collector editions produced in San Francisco with an S mint mark. Those silver ones can be worth significantly more. But for now, we'll focus on the Denver D coin, the one most people find in change or collections. Let us talk about condition. Coin grading plays a huge role in determining value. When we say a coin is in very fine condition, also known as VF, it means the coin has seen some circulation but still shows strong details. You'll notice light wear on Eisenhower's cheek and hair, but all major features are visible. On the back, you can still clearly see the Liberty Bell's crack and the Moon's surface texture. It's a circulated coin, yes, but still attractive and collectible. So how much is it actually worth today? In the current U.S. coin market, a 1776 1976 $1 coin with the D mint mark in very fine condition typically sells for around $3 to $8, depending on its eye appeal, exact grade, and current collector demand. In bulk, some dealers might pay a bit less, but nicely preserved examples can sell for a few dollars, each a fun find for anyone who loves American history. But that's not all. There are certain details and rare varieties that can make your coin far more valuable. For example, some 1976 coins have two different reverse designs, Type 1 and Type 2. The Type 1 has thicker blocky lettering, while the Type 2 features a cleaner, thinner font. Collectors often prefer the Type 2 for its sharper look, though both are collectible. Now, here's where things get interesting. There are also known errors and rare strikes, such as coins struck on silver planchets, or with die misalignments that can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars if verified by grading companies like PCGS or NGC. So if your coin looks different in color, wait, or has a silver-looking edge instead of the usual copper one, don't ignore it. It could be something special. And here's a very important tip: never clean your coin. Even though you might want it to look shiny, cleaning actually ruins its collector value. Collectors and grading services prefer natural patina and untouched surfaces. A coin with its original look can be worth much more than one that has been scrubbed. So, while most 1776 1976 D Eisenhower dollars guarantee rare million-dollar treasures, they still hold great historical and sentimental value. It is a tangible reminder of America's bicentennial celebration, a time when the entire country looked back on 200 years of freedom and progress. Every collector loves having at least one bicentennial dollar in their collection. It is big, bold, and it tells a story that connects America's founding with its modern achievements. Now, before you put that coin away, take a good look at it. Check the mint mark, the details on the edge. Who knows, your coin might just surprise you. And speaking of surprises, our next video will take you back just a few years earlier to another iconic dollar coin, the 1972 Eisenhower dollar. This one looks almost the same, but hides a variety so rare that one version can be worth thousands of dollars today. You don't want to miss that one. 1972 half-dollar coin. If you have a big shiny $1 coin from 1972 with a small letter D right below Eisenhower's neck, you might be holding more than just a piece of metal. You could be holding a part of American history that collectors are always searching for. The 1972 Eisenhower dollar with the D mint mark was struck at the Denver Mint. And while millions were made, not all of them are the same. Some are worth much more than others depending on condition, rarity, and special minting details. This large dollar coin honors President Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States, and the Supreme Allied Commander of World War II. The reverse side celebrates the Apollo 11 moon landing, with an eagle holding an olive branch landing gracefully on the moon's surface. This design connected the strength of leadership, and the peace achieved through space exploration, a perfect tribute for that time in history. Now let us talk about the details that make the 1972 D dollar special. The D mint mark tells you it was made in Denver, one of America's busiest mints. Most of these coins were made in copper-nickel-clad composition for circulation, meaning they were intended for everyday use, not silver collectors' issues. Still, the Denver Mint S strikes were typically cleaner and better detailed than the Philadelphia Mint S, which makes some 1972 D coins really stand out in high grades. In very fine condition, that means a circulated coin with moderate wear, but still showing clear details. A 1972 D Eisenhower dollar typically sells for around $3 to $5. Not bad for something that has been around for over 50 years. But here's where it gets interesting. In uncirculated condition, these coins can easily bring $10 to $25 depending on how bright and clean the surfaces are. However, if your 1972 D dollar is in brilliant uncirculated or MS65 plus condition, certified by grading services like PCGS or NGC, you might be looking at $50, $100, or even more, especially if the coin has strong luster and sharp details. The reasons collectors love well-struck examples from Denver and high-grade Eisenhower dollars are much rarer than they seem because the large, heavy planchets often caused small dents, bag marks, and scratches. Now, while the famous Type 2 Earth variety only appears on the Philadelphia Mint coins, some 1972 D dollars show minor die variations and errors that make them collectible. Look for things like doubled lettering, die cracks, or weak strikes. A true mint error coin from Denver, especially an off-center strike or planchet flaw, can jump in value quickly, sometimes reaching hundreds of dollars if authenticated. Another key factor in value is eye appeal. A coin with a strong shine, smooth surfaces, and no dark spots or heavy scratches will always attract collectors. And remember, the bigger the coins, the harder it is to find in perfect shape. That's why gem condition Eisenhower dollars are so desirable today. If you want to check your 1972 D dollar's potential, hold it under good light and look carefully at the high points of Eisenhower's cheek, jaw, and hair. If those details are still crisp and bright, and the coin has no major marks, you might just have a better than average piece worth grading. In today's coin market, collectors are paying more attention than ever to coins from the 1970s. Why? Because these coins are reaching vintage age, and with the surge in online auctions and coin videos, more people are realizing that the Eisenhower dollar is one of the most iconic coins of the modern era. Even if your 1972 Eisenhower dollar isn't worth thousands, it is a powerful reminder of American pride and history. A coin that connects World War II heroes' space exploration and 1970s design all in one piece of metal. So before you spend that coin or toss it into a drawer, take a second look. You might have something much more interesting than you think. And here's a little sneak peek. Our next video dives into another fascinating piece from the same year. The 1972 Kennedy half dollar. Some of those half dollars hide rare minting errors and unexpected silver surprises that could make you a lot more than 50 cents richer. Don't miss it. 1972 Kennedy half dollar. If you ever come across a 1972 Kennedy half dollar, don't ignore it. What may look like just another old 50-cent piece could actually be a small piece of American history, and in some cases, it can be surprisingly valuable. The 1972 half dollar carries the image of one of America's most beloved presidents, John F. Kennedy, and marks a special time in U.S. coin history. The Kennedy half dollar was first introduced in 1964, shortly after President Kennedy's tragic assassination. It instantly became one of the most collected coins in America. People didn't want to spend them, they kept them as a memory, as a symbol of hope, and as a tribute to JFK's legacy. By 1972, the coin had already become a national favorite. Now, the 1972 Kennedy half dollar was struck at 3 mints: Philadelphia with no mint mark, Denver with a D, and San Francisco with an S. But here's where it gets interesting. Unlike the early 1964 coins that were made of 90% silver, or the 1965-1970 coins that had 40% silver, the regular 1972 half dollars made for circulation contained no silver at all. They were made from a copper-nickel-clad composition, which means most of them have only face value unless they are in excellent condition or have errors. Still, not all 1972 half dollars are created equal. Some special pieces from the San Francisco Mint were made as proof coins. These were struck with extra care, polished dies, and mirror-like surfaces just for collectors. Those proof coins can carry strong value today, especially in high grades. Let us talk about the market value. A normal 1972 half dollar in circulated condition, something you might find in change, is usually worth around 50 cents to $1. But if it is in uncirculated or mint condition with a sharp strike and brilliant luster, it can bring $4 to $10, sometimes even more if certified by PCGS or NGC. Proof coins from San Francisco are worth even higher, typically $6 to $15. And if you have a deep cameo proof with a frosted portrait and mirror background, collectors will gladly pay $25 to $40 or more for a flawless one. But here's where things get really exciting. Some 1972 Kennedy half dollars have minting errors, and that's where the real money is. Watch out for off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet errors. A doubled die error on Kennedy's profile or lettering can make the coin worth hundreds of dollars depending on how visible the doubling is. There are also rare cases where leftover 40% silver planchets from 1970 were accidentally used in 1972. Those coins, if ever found, are worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars, because they shouldn't exist at all. To check your 1972 half dollar, first look for a mint mark just below Kennedy's neck. A D means it was made in Denver, no mark means Philadelphia, and S means San Francisco. If it is a proof or silver coins, it'll have a shinier surface and a slightly heavier weight. If it feels heavier or sounds different when dropped on a hard surface, that could be a hint it has silver content. Collectors love the Kennedy half dollar not only for its beauty, but also for its symbolism. It reminds people of courage, leadership, and unity during one of America's most emotional eras. Even though most 1972 halves don't contain silver, their connection to history makes them a favorite in coin collections around the world. If your coin is clean, bright, and sharp, protect it, store it in a holder, or flip to prevent scratches. And if it looks special, Consider getting it graded. A certified MS-65 or higher Kennedy half can surprise you with how much collectors will pay, especially as older high-grade coins keep getting harder to find. The 1972 Kennedy half dollar might not make you rich overnight, but it's definitely a coin that tells a story, one that started in tragedy, but became a symbol of American strength and memory. And here is something to look forward to. Our next video will explore another legendary American coin, the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar. It is smaller, silver-colored and full of surprises, including rare mint marks and errors that could be worth serious money today. You won't want to miss it. Thank you for watching the entire video. You can tell us in the comments what we should make the next video about.